Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, babies.
How's it going? It's Erin.
And Nicole. This is Dude That's Fucked Up.
A podcast.
A podcast.
How's everybody doing? I hope you're well. We have a super fun show, I think. And yeah, we will talk about some very silly things shortly.
Oh my God, I can't wait.
Oh my God, so many layers to this.
Also,
I love it.
I love how it all stared.
Oh my God.
Via cheese.
Oh yeah.
It's so good, yeah.
Always.
Mm-hmm.
It's a gateway drug. Let's see, do we have any business for the evening?
Yes. What episode is this? 195? We have 4 episodes for you to still submit your Sinterklaas poem about the podcast to be featured in our 200th episode. You have the opportunity as a listener. This is going to be a listener episode extravaganza.
Yes.
We want to read your Sinterklaas poems. We've already got some. They're so funny. We just can't wait.
Oh my God, I'm so excited. Sorry,
Yeah.
my chair needs to be adjusted.
Oh.
There we
yeah.
go.
You're
okay. Am I still in?
You're good. You're
Okay.
still in frame.
All right, good. Yes, Sinterklaas poems. Get those in if you have a desire to share anything that you'd like in Sinterklaas poem form.
Yeah.
About us or the pod or episode that you particularly loved. We'd love to hear it. We'd love to see it.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
All right. And maybe hopefully we're going to do the gift exchange again.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
We'll see how that goes. Ginny usually does it for us, which is amazing. And there might be some other festive things we do around the holidays. Who knows? Because these holidays are going to be fucking weird, you guys.
So weird. We need every ounce of cheer we can get.
Joy. We need to make joy where we can make it, find it where we can find it. We're probably, I'm not going to be with my family. I don't know if you're not going to be with your family. So it's like, it's going to be hard. And I'm going to see my family outdoors and socially distant for whatever, an hour. But it's like,
it's not the same. Yeah. It's not like how it usually is going to be. And so, I don't know. Maybe it's a relief for some people, though, like to not have to.
That's true.
I was talking to a friend.
Have to pretend.
Yeah, I was talking to a friend last night, and her parents are Trump supporters, and she's like, I'm like, I don't have the energy to have these conversations with them.
Yeah.
She's like, I try, and it's just like always devolves into just like fighting, and it's you can't have a meaningful. She's like, I can't have a meaningful conversation with my family anymore. It's really really sad. It's like they're in a cult, so
yeah,
it's really really fucked. But she's trying. She's just like, taking the holidays are already hard, so taking that off the plate for some people might be a bit of a relief. So
yeah,
who knows?
And if so, that's great, and I'm happy for you.
Yeah, but if not, if you're really super bummed, you can't see your family or spend time with people that you love, that you might consider family. So sad about that, but let's try to make it as happy as possible. So, yeah.
We're gonna do some fun stuff.
Yeah, it'll be festive and fun, and we'll drink all the holiday cocktails. Maybe I'll do a cranberry.
Oh yeah. Okay. What was that?
It was like a cranberry dressing. No, not dressing. A cranberry.
Cranberry sauce-tini or something.
Yeah. I like made some disgusting drinks.
It was a cranberry sauce and vodka.
Yeah, basically.
Wasn't it? Yeah, that was funny. That was that was so early on. That was like our first holidays.
Yeah.
Podcasting.
Yeah. Maybe I'll bring that back, make it fancy.
I can't wait.
We'll see.
Yeah.
But other than that, that's the only biz I have that I can think of. Check out our merch on our store on our website, DTFUpodcast.com. Got to check that out if you haven't. And then I don't know. That's it for business for me.
That's it.
All right.
That's it.
Anything fucked up for you this week?
Well, just something funny that happened today. I did a like a online appointment with my doctor as a follow-up for like some blood work and stuff. And that was cool. And it was nice to see her face because when I got my pap smear a couple weeks ago, I couldn't see, I couldn't see her, and I like her. She's cool. Mm-hmm. And so we were like chatting and stuff. And then she's like, oh, your cholesterol's pretty high. And like, it's higher than it was a couple of years ago. Is it hereditary? And I thought it would be better by now because I've been like, I guess I've been eating better. I've like lost some weight, blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh, okay, it'll probably be better, but it was worse.
Oh, no.
Well, I think it's just hereditary.
Yeah.
And so, but then today I asked my mom, like, do you have high cholesterol? And she was like, no, but I did have it recently, but I don't really have it. And she's like, why do you? And I was like, yeah, I have like pretty high cholesterol, which is abnormal, I thought. I don't know. Maybe I eat too much red meat. And my mom goes, do you eat a lot of eggs? And I go, no. And she goes, oh, you eat a lot of cheese. And I was like, I don't eat that much cheese. Like, especially lately, I have not been eating that much cheese because I'm like trying to watch what I eat. And she's like, Nicole, yes, you do. Every time I'm at your house, you always have like a charcuterie board and all this cheese. And I'm like, you mean at the holidays? Yeah. When it's like a special party occasion? Yeah. I eat cheese then, 100%. But I'm not like...
It's like, here's my daily cheese and charcuterie.
Here's my daily charcutes. Oh my God.
Gotta get my vitamin C. My charcuterie.
Yeah, my vitamin cooterie. It's just like, yeah, I just thought it was so funny. I was like, what the hell? That was so funny. Anyway, that was my kind of fucked up thing.
That's funny.
Like, she thinks I'm just making these huge, beautiful, like, charcuterie boards at every meal. Just like, can I get you some coffee with your fucking 3 cheese plate?
Oh, I have a breakfast cheese that's so good. It'll go really well with your coffee.
Oh, you haven't tried Borson for breakfast? Oh, it's their new breakfast line of cheeses.
Borson for breakfast, shit.
Oh my God. Oh yeah, no, bagels and cream cheese, no thank you. I just put a full log of honey goat cheese on my bagel.
I mean, if that's not breakfasty, I don't know what is.
I don't know what is, yeah.
Oh my God.
That was funny. What's your fucked up thing of the week?
Well, now I'm really worried about my cholesterol because I actually do eat kind of a lot of cheese.
I think, to be fair, okay, I was also talking to our friend Sandra today, and I was like, my diet's not that bad. And then I'm like, oh, no, I eat a lot of red meat. Like, we have red meat like 3 or 4 times a week because it's the only meat that, yeah. Well, yeah. I think it's because it's the only meat that doesn't freak me out.
Like cooking and preparing?
Yeah. Yeah.
Fucking Alexa.
Alexa, this isn't your conversation. Yeah, so it's like ground beef's the easiest for me to like deal with. So I don't really like cooking chicken, and sometimes we make ground pork. But yeah, I think I need to like cut that out. And my doctor was like, find some like more vegetable-based foods and stuff to...
What about like ground turkey?
Yeah, it's fine.
I feel like ground beef is the most disgusting thing to work with. You know how I feel about it.
Because you hate it. Yeah, but I think it's so versatile, and like we had chili for dinner. It's so good. Pete made it last night.
Turkey chili.
I know, yeah, I know, but
we just had turkey burgers tonight for dinner.
Ew. Like, that's the thing. It's like I want a regular burger.
Ew, it's good and it's better for you, obviously.
It's fine. It tastes okay. It doesn't taste like a regular burger.
I mean,
it tastes like a turkey burger. It's its own thing.
It's its own thing, but it's like it's I don't know.
Yeah, it's fine.
It was good as fuck.
Yeah.
And I would happily replace like a cheeseburger with a turkey burger any day.
Oh, I'm not the same. But you also have an aversion to ground beef. We're just not on the same page, and that's okay.
But I do love cheeseburgers. That's all I ate when I was pregnant, so.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Well, not really, because in the beginning of my pregnancy, I like could not eat any meat. I like couldn't smell anything like meat
Fleshy.
Cooking.
Yeah,
it was so disgusting. And then towards the end, I just like was like, fuck this, and I just ate cheeseburgers.
Hell yeah.
It was awesome. I didn't give a shit. Everything worked out fine.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. I don't think I have anything fucked up for this week. I was telling you about this during our bonus episode for Patreon. I was like, maybe I'll save it for. I'm just gonna tell it twice. So I'm actually pretty proud of my son. He is already finding his funny bone. He gets timing now. It's very cute for a 2-year-old to like really lean into farts as a joke. It's very fun. So that's what he's doing now. Is he's finding that farts and burps are very funny, and it's funny. I don't care who you are. So the other night we're getting him ready for bed, and we're doing his nighttime routine, and he's like just got out of the bath, and he's so cute and being very silly, and he's just so funny when he's doing his like his shtick when he knows he's being funny. He's just so funny, and so he's doing some funny stuff, and then I go to like put a diaper on him, and he just farts right on my hand, and I was just like, "Oh, you farted on me!" And I was like, "You tooted!" And then he is like laughing so hard he can hardly breathe, and so it's very funny. And so he keeps trying to fart, and he's like trying to push him out, and he keeps farting, and then he commits too hard to the bit, and he just pisses all over me and himself. So luckily it wasn't shit, but that was a fun time.
I thought it would be shit. I mean, physically, you think that's what's like if you're pushing that hard in that zone. That's what's gonna come next, you know?
Yeah. But he was like, he'd already pooped earlier, so it was like fine. But
he was empty. He'd already evacuated.
He's just such a boy, man. He's just like pisses all the time, and I'm like, I don't know how I'm supposed to potty train you because you just like, because like all the signs of potty training are supposed to be like, your kid can like go for a couple hours without peeing, or knows how to like pull their pants down, whatever, and. He doesn't do any of those things yet, so he's not ready. He just pisses all the time.
But he knows a well-timed fart joke, so what's more important? You know what I mean?
It's honestly.
You know, we're all our own people.
I'm pretty sure I'm doing a great job at being a parent, so I don't care.
Yeah. I mean, what are we all going to judge kids by how well they pee in the potty? No, we're going to judge them by how emotionally intelligent they are, and do they know farts are funny.
That's right. I'm not trying to shame my kid about bodily functions or, bathroom etiquette yet.
Yeah.
So
no, not yet.
That'll come later when they're a teenager. Anyway, okay. Well, let's do our topic here, you guys. It's a fun one.
Yeah.
So it's been a couple weeks now, and we finally have a new president.
Oh my God.
And
the most drawn out.
I have got to tell you, I am so excited to not have to talk about Trump ever again, unless it's about him going to jail or getting COVID again.
Yeah.
But because he's going to get COVID again because he's a stupid bitch.
Yeah. And people in his administration are testing positive for it every day. So it's like.
It's a cesspool. So
it's going to make its way back around.
Yeah. He's the grossest human on the planet. So, but speaking of that, we are talking about something very presidential. And we're talking about presidential gifts. It's a tradition.
Oh my God.
It's the world leader's love language.
What are the 5 love languages? Words of affirmation, physical touch,
quality time, gifts, and what's the 5th one?
It must not be one we use.
No.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, I think it's acts of service. That's what it is.
Acts of service. Yeah. Like, okay.
Yeah, my love language is quality time, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
I have like 3 that are like equally kind of spread out.
I like them all. Yeah.
But gifts I'm like, I feel weird about giving gifts, and I feel weird about getting gifts. So that's not for me. Who doesn't like getting a gift though? I mean, honestly.
Yeah.
especially if you're the president, you get some pretty fucking sweet gifts. Dude. We're going to talk about them. The tradition of presidential gifts have created bonds of diplomacy and friendship between nations that have lasted and remained resolute, if you will, through the centuries. The resolute little nod there is to the gift that Queen Victoria, little hat tip, gave to Queen Victoria gave to Rutherford B. Hayes, which was an ornate desk carved out of timber from the British ship, the HMS Resolute, which the United States had helped search and rescue from the Arctic Ocean in 1855. And that is what we know as the Resolute desk that sits in the Oval Office today.
AKA the desk.
The Resolute desk.
Yeah. I didn't know it had a fancy name till today.
Yeah, so, that's it.
Yeah.
And that's where all of our presidents have sat since like the early part of the 20th century.
With the exception of 3, right? I read a blurb that like all presidents since then have used it as their desk except 3. I don't know why. I didn't look into it.
I think they like didn't actually have it in the Oval Office because they hadn't completed that part of the White House yet when he was when like 3 presidents in from when they got that.
It was in like fucking a storage closet or something. And
they're like,
we'll just use this other desk.
They're like, we literally have no room for this gorgeous piece of furniture. We need to build an entire West Wing for this whole entire desk. Like, let's just like make a room around it. And they totally did. And that's the Oval Office.
Oh my God. I love it. You know what? Build for the space you want.
Yeah,
not
that's
the space you have.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, this might be something that we've forgotten about because we've had a literal clown in the White House for the past 4 years. But you might remember that.
Bye, bitch.
Yeah. Goodbye. Fucking, I hope the door hits you or the good Lord split you. But I don't know if you guys remember.
What if he's not split? What if he's like Penguin in the
No. He's split so like halfway up his back. Like he has the longest butt crack, and that's my hot take.
Okay, my hot take is he doesn't have one. It's like just smooth. Yeah, like the penguin from Tim Burton's Batman Returns.
Danny DeVito.
Yeah, Danny DeVito. I think so. And it's just and also like I think it's orange. Like he has someone put makeup on his butt every day and his face, and they use the same sponge on both. Oh. And that's how you get COVID.
That makes a lot of sense. That's why they don't go too close to his eyes with the makeup and leave like the ring, the white rings around his eyes. Yeah.
Or his mouth. There's just like a little.
Well, you might remember. I don't know if you guys do. It's been 4 years. But the presidency was once steeped in protocol, tradition, and respect. And with all those things comes the presents for being, respected and well regarded in the world.
Yeah, that's not to say Trump hasn't received any presents, but like a fucking log of cat shit in a box sent anonymously is not the same thing. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. I mean, people have been giving our presidents gifts forever, like foreign dignitaries, celebrities, and everyday regular Americans. And every president has received thousands of gifts per year throughout history. Right now, I can't, like you're saying, I cannot imagine somebody giving Trump a gift right now at this point, unless it's like a box of shit.
Yeah.
Or a dictionary. Like, here's some more words you can use besides good, great, beautiful, whatever. Or a gift card to Sephora so he can once and for all match his fucking shade, because that airbrush makeup is not matched at all. Anywhere.
Let's just make it a Fenty specific gift card, because there's a shade for everyone in that line, and like he will find his match. I
don't want anything that Rihanna has touched to touch that man. So fair. He doesn't get Fenty.
It's like how no musician. No good musicians want him playing their songs at his rallies. So it's all just like. No shade to the Village People, but it's all just like YMCA and that like Proud to Be an American song.
Yeah, it's like whatever's like up for like public domain. It's like the birthday song.
It's the same with makeup, it's like any actual name brand makeup. They're like, no, thank you. No. They're like, but here's this bin of expired Mary Kay makeup that you are free and welcome to use at any time.
Except for like anything that Jeffree Star or Kat Von D makes. They're like, we're like kind of Nazis, so you can have it.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah. Kat Von D's like, please use all my gross stuff. Yeah. Which is sad, too, because I remember when she first came out with her makeup, her eyeliner, her liquid liner was very good.
I know.
You can't buy it.
No.
Because it's bad.
It's bad.
Yeah.
Just Google that shit, guys. It's a lot of fucking craziness in the makeup world. Anyway, and Jeffree Star calls people the N-word, so yeah, we hate him. He's trash. So yeah, in the past, all gifts from foreign dignitaries had to be approved by Congress, after which they could become the property of the recipient. So like it used to just be that the only thing that needed to happen was Congress had to be like, okay, that's cool. You can receive that as a gift. But then as the U.S. gained prominence on the world stage, like before we kind of were like a poor little, homely starter country.
We were a starter country.
Yeah. And everybody was like, here's some horses or something. And everybody's like, that's fine. Yeah. But as we got like bigger and more wealthy, a division of protocol needed to be created. So in 1928, that's when that was enacted, and it helped presidents who were entertaining visiting dignitaries kind of figure that out. And they also helped to like organize the gift exchange. So like it wasn't some weird incongruent thing. And also to like kind of get the background of the dignitaries and the countries they were coming from and what would be offensive, what wouldn't be. So it started to get more and more symbolic. Yeah. And then also it was just like, now that seems like a bribe. Let's not do that.
Yeah.
Or like we're still in prohibition. You can't bring alcohol or something. You know what I mean?
We're not supposed to have that, even though everyone's drinking it.
Yeah. Like, a gram of cocaine. I don't think we should have that. Like stuff like that,
That's something in every job I've ever worked, because like to do with media, because there is like an entertainment part of the job where you're like entertained by sales reps who want to like foster relationships with you, which really it's all just like bribery all the time. It's just like them being top of mind and like taking you to the coolest stuff so that you work with them. Yep. But we always had like in our code of conduct or whatever, in every job I've had, we always had very specific guidelines. Like you cannot accept a gift over this amount. Anything over this amount has to be flagged. Like it was pretty severe. So of course the president has something like that.
Yeah, they have to. So yeah, that's kind of where it started, where everything started getting more, I guess, organized back in 1928. And now today, foreign gifts, anything from like paintings or ceremonial daggers, stuff like that, that's all sent to the National Archives. We get some crazy stuff, and we're going to talk about all the crazy gifts we've gotten. But and you can't accept anything that's over a monetary value of $375. Yeah. That's like part of the rules.
I'm sure there's like loopholes, because I'm sure there's loopholes of like, oh, this is for the U.S. or something. I'm sure there's like ways around it, but like if it's a meeting and someone's bringing you something, it has to be under that amount.
Well, that's basically the way it is kind of presented now, is like, it is for you, but it's also for the, like everybody knows what the protocol is now. Yeah.
I guess so. Some gifts we'll talk about are like a personal gift, but some gifts are not, like, you're like, why would you give that to just one person? Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's like,
totally.
It's so weird, but we'll get into that.
So yeah, under the federal ethics rules, the presents must be turned over to the government for storage or official use, unless the recipient chooses to purchase the items from the General Services Administration. So they can, like, whoever's president can or if you're like a dignitary within the government, and you're presented with a gift, not just as the president, or,
a member of office, like of the administration.
Yeah, that it also applies to members of the administration.
Yeah, because Hillary Clinton, I don't know when or why she was gifted this, but she once she abdicated her role as Secretary of State, I guess before she ran for president, she had been gifted some black pearls by the Myanmar opposition leader. Oh no, Aung San Suu Kyi.
Sure.
Okay,
close enough.
Sure, that sounds fine. And so she really wanted them. So after she was done working for the government, she's like, yeah, I want to buy those back. But she had to buy them at the current market price.
Yeah, whatever the fair market value at the time was,
which was like almost $1,000. So she must have, maybe she got them when like her husband was president or something. I'm not sure, but yeah. Pretty wild.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Yeah, but she really wanted them. Like, she loved them, and she paid for them. She also paid, I think, like somewhere around like $700, $600 for a painting that was given to her by, I think, Azerbaijan. And nobody knows what this painting looks like or where it even is now. But she really loved this painting. Those are the only two items she like bought back from the government, basically.
That's cool.
Yeah.
It's weird that you have to buy something that was gifted to you.
I know. It seems, we'll talk about it, but
you should get like a top 5. Like, when you're leaving office, you should be able to go into like the treasure chest of gifts that you receive, like you do at the dentist when you're a kid, and you get to pick 5. You get to pick 5 pieces from the treasure chest, Yeah. Wouldn't that be great?
I would love that for them.
They work hard. Jesus.
They do. I know.
They're public servants. Like, let them have this.
Yeah, but Trump doesn't get it.
He's
only allowed to keep the hair dolls that all the members of the KKK send him.
And the fucking personalized hoods. He can keep those so we can properly identify him when he's out clanning or whatever.
Yeah, and all the QAnon, like, fucking macaroni jewelry that is sent to him. I don't know.
Oh my God. QAnon is so making macaroni jewelry.
Yeah, that's all they can muster.
I bet there's like Etsy stores for QAnon people, and it's just macaroni jewelry, but it's like spray painted. Yeah. And they're like awful, gross barf colors. Like, it's like, what? You couldn't even get like gold spray paint. You had to use this like diarrhea brown.
These people have no class. No, they're idiots. Well, so we're going to talk about some of the most wild, gross, and silly gifts that have ever been given to some of our presidents. Yeah. And so in researching this topic, I found out a lot about how like wildly symbolic some of the gifts can be. And this is kind of like upper echelon gift giving. And it's really crazy, and I love it. But this bizarre kind of, or this over-the-top gift giving is a long-standing diplomatic practice, and it's kind of a weird ritual. But
it's fucking dick swinging competitions.
Yeah, but it's also the U.S. government officials they have to accept this stuff. They can't turn presents down because the like quote non-acceptance would cause embarrassment to the donor and U.S. government. Yeah. But at the same time, these like gift givers actually they know the protocol. So it's just like this weird like back and forth. They know that they can't keep him for personal use. Yeah. And so it's just kind of a weird thing. But
I even think with the like cap, like the $375 or whatever, like you can't gift anything more than this or accept anything more than this. Of course they probably still do because they don't want to embarrass anyone, but that's probably more of just like this is our official policy so that countries like find something within the reasonable amount, but then some countries probably show off.
Well, that's exactly what happens. So the Foreign Gifts and Declarations Act of 1966 was prompted in part. This is like a next step after the like 1928 kind of rulemaking.
Mm-hmm.
It was in 1966 they did this Foreign Gifts and Declarations Act, which was prompted in part by the expensive gifts that some Arab kings would bring on their visits.
Oh.
Like they would bring luxury cars and like rare horses and like jewelry, all kinds of shit.
Oh my God.
And so it's just, it still happens, but it's just symbolic. For example, President Trump received 83 gifts from Saudi Arabia during his trip to the Middle East in May of 2017. And this included, I read the list. It's like a lot of clothes and, but a lot of really random stuff. Artwork which featured the president himself, swords, daggers, fur robes made from tiger and cheetah skin.
Oh no.
Scarves, shirts, a hoodie, a dress, I guess for Melania, and a lot of sandals.
Oh my God, I can't imagine what his toenails look like.
Ugh. Oh God. Ugh.
Also,
yeah, I've never seen Trump in a pair of sandals. I think he has like no toes.
Like the penguin.
Or
they're
feet
like webbed.
Feet like from the witches, you know?
Oh no, but I still haven't seen that. Yeah, I still have never seen that. I've seen the like famous scene. Have you watched the new one on HBO?
No, I haven't.
I wonder if that's good.
I want to see that. But the original Angelica Houston is fucking iconic.
I've seen parts of it, but yeah, I need to watch it, the whole thing.
It's like kind of scary too for a little kid.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, so he got all these crazy gifts.
Oh my God.
Another really over-the-top gift that has been given to a president is a 2-lane bowling alley, which was installed in the White House in 1947. So this was before the Foreign Gifts and Declarations Act. But this wasn't even a foreign gift. This was from his supporters as a birthday gift. So,
wow.
Like, I guess a bunch of donors got together and were like, don't worry, we got something really cool. And they just like put in a bowling alley in the White House. And then
they're like, my cousin installs bowling alleys. We'd like to come over and give you one.
And the weirdest thing about this gift is that Truman wasn't even like that big of a fan of bowling. Like he didn't care. He was just like, okay, cool. I've bowled before, but like, I'm not like a bowler.
Yeah. He's probably a bowler like the rest of us, you know? It's like you're there for the pitchers of beer, which I think it's so fun. This is so cool and fun. I would imagine it's still in the White House. And I think it would be a super cool, like if I was all stressed out, like I just had a call with like some Republican douchebag or something, I'd be like, I'm going bowling. And I'd go downstairs and I'd fucking bowl and work it out over 10 frames in my mind.
Absolutely.
I'd be refreshed. I would probably have a beer. And then I'd go back and deal with my shit, you know?
I love bowling.
I love bowling.
If it wasn't COVID, I would totally join a bowling league.
100%.
So much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a pretty over-the-top gift. A full-on bowling alley.
I think that's like very pricey, but there's also I put one in here that I thought was over the top, not because it was expensive. I don't know if it was, but because I thought it was very weird.
Yeah, this is a very strange one.
Yeah. So the Clintons received a beautiful rug from the president of Azerbaijan. Yeah. Okay. It's like a beautiful kind of like Persian style-ish rug, just like lots of colors and patterns and really big and ornate. And then in the middle, it has pictures of Bill and Hillary Clinton's faces. It's like their portrait.
Yeah.
Which I feel like, okay, this is what's so cool about it. It looks good. Like it looks like their faces in a cartoony way.
It's not like a shag carpet. Like have you seen those? Like, it's like a beautiful like work of art. Honestly.
Yeah, it is not like this is actually, I feel like, a tribute and something special. It's not like a fuck you to them with like their faces on a carpet. And also props to the people who made it, the person or people who made it, because that shit looks good. And I can't imagine carpet is a forgiving medium in general. And then you're making a carpet with people's faces. Look it up. It's so good. It's so cool.
I mean, this is like part of it. Azerbaijan, like they wanted to show off the fact they have like very ornate, beautiful rug makers. This is like a you know, a thing in their country. And so they had this rug maker make this, and it's a beautiful rug.
I love it.
Yeah. So
it is gorgeous.
So those are some examples of just some like over the top silly ones, just to like amuse bouche it.
Whet your whistle.
Whet your whistle. But these next ones are kind of gross. So let's see what they are. Okay. So this is what kind of started us thinking about doing this topic altogether. So this is a gift of cheese. And this is the gift idea that sparked this whole episode. So, and it's one of the first gifts that's ever been given to a president. So,
oh my God.
This is one of the earliest recorded gifts that was given. It was a mammoth cheese that was presented to Thomas Jefferson, President Thomas Jefferson, by the Republican Baptists in Cheshire, Massachusetts in 1802. This was to celebrate Jefferson's election. So the town elder John Leland inspired his Baptist congregation to manufacture a 1,235 pound cheese to give to the president. So he was like, everybody milk your cows. Let's go. We got to make this fucking cheese. Let's go.
Oh my God. Everybody. Okay, now curdle your cow milks. Like, how do you even make cheese that big in that day of in age? You know what I mean?
I don't know. It's a huge undertaking, and they really went for it. Like I said, every single cow in the town was used. Like they used milk from every single cow, except for the ones that were owned by Federalists, because like fuck those guys.
Because fuck your milk.
That's right.
How petty.
Yeah, very petty. They
could have had 1,500 pounds. We don't know.
Yeah, they just left out all the Federalist cows. But they make this cheese, and then they inscribed it with the phrase, quote, "Rebellion to tyrants is obedience to God."
Oh, wow.
Fuck yeah, that's very intense.
Yeah, that's good.
And they presented it to Jefferson after it took a month to get down to Washington. And they presented it to Jefferson on New Year's Day in 1802. And Jefferson was like such a like rule, like play by the rules, like everything has to be by the book kind of guy, except he's like, there is no book. I'm writing the book. So let's make this rule now. He had a policy to not accept free gifts. This is like a good rule, Thomas Jefferson. And he insisted that he paid $200 for the cheese. Great.
Oh my God.
Love that. So cool.
He followed the rules, but didn't he like impregnate a bunch of his enslaved women?
Yes, of course.
So.
Yeah.
But he paid for the cheese. Wow.
Wow. Cool. Very, how noble.
How noble of you, gentlemen. What a sir.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But then later down the road, one of the most racist presidents we've ever had, aside from probably all of them, the most outwardly and hateful president, Andrew Jackson. He also received a massive hunk of cheese as a gift from his supporters. And it seems it was created out of spite of Jefferson's cheese.
What?
This is so funny to me. Okay.
Oh my God.
So this is a spite cheese, basically. As the story goes, quote, Jackson's admirers thought that every honor which Jefferson had ever received should be paid to him. So some of them residing in a rural district of New York got up and made a mammoth cheese for Old Hickory. I guess Old Hickory was
his nickname?
Andrew Jackson's nickname. That's weird. It's like calling like the guy you support like daddy or something. It's so weird. Ooh, Old Hickory, we made you a cheese.
Old Hickory. Why? I'd want to be like Young Hickory or like New Hickory.
I hate it. It's all bad.
It sucks.
So they take this cheese down to Jackson, and after it arrives at the White House, he kept it on display in like the foyer for a year, like 2 years or something.
Oh my God. So
and he's like, I don't know what the fuck to do with this fucking cheese. I guess like let's age it for a couple of years. I don't know.
It's blue cheese now, or a Roquefort,
or yeah, I don't know.
Oh my God.
It's so gross.
Ew.
I mean, I love cheese and I understand how it's made, but this is like, it was very stinky, I think.
Well, also like you're supposed to, when you make cheese, you need to like control for the environment. It can't just be in like a random room at your house.
Yeah, maybe this was like the most, the coolest room in the house, like the
coolest, driest room.
Like coolest, driest room, yeah, because it was like by the front door or something. I don't know.
Oh my God.
It gets really fucking humid in the summertime in DC, so I don't know what the fuck. So during the final party he threw as the president in 1837, he allowed just people off the street to come on in and get some fucking White House cheese.
Oh my God.
And
White House cheddar?
Yeah, White House cheddar. And I guess it was like a party and everybody was just like popping in like, hey, got any of that cheese? And they like would come in and just like hack pieces off of it. And according to a book by Benjamin Perley Poor, this is his 1886 book, Perley's Reminiscences of 60 Years in the National Metropolis. God, fucking mouthful of a book title. According to his book, it says, quote, 4 hours did a crowd of men, women, and boys hack at the cheese, many taking large chunks of it away with them. When they commenced, the cheese weighed 1,400 pounds, and only a small piece was saved for the president's use. The air was redolent with cheese. The carpet was slippery with cheese. And nothing else was talked about at Washington that day. Even the scandal about the wife of the president's Secretary of War was forgotten in the tumultuous jubilation of that great occasion.
Oh, no.
That was the petticoat scandal, by the way, that he was referring to, where his Secretary of War married a woman who was like fucking on a bunch of dudes.
Oh,
and
wow.
That was like a big scandal. So.
Huh.
Kind of
interesting.
Fun. Yeah.
Oh my God. People are just like slipping on these cheese carpets at this party.
Also, I guess it smelled for like ever afterwards.
But it's like, did no one use a plate? This is why I don't entertain at my home, because I have carpet. I mean, not, coronavirus aside, but I have carpet and I don't want people just roaming with food because I don't want it to get like mushed into the carpet. You know?
That's fair. That's fair.
Like this cheese.
Ugh.
I don't like it.
It's rough. It's rough.
Yeah.
So that's this is what inspired the whole episode. It's just
I love
that
it.
account.
Just the fucking cheese gift. It's so weird.
I know.
There's like so many food related ones, but this one I thought was very weird. Cut to early 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
The president of Argentina gave George W. Bush 300 pounds of lamb in 2003.
Fuck.
Which...
That's so much.
That's so much. I mean, it's just so much. And also, it's just like, I don't know.
I like feel like he's like a Fogo de Chao, and he's like, he didn't put his like stop sign up, and like the president of Argentina just kept bringing the lamb.
Yeah, it's like, oh no, you just keep ordering, or it's like all you can eat, like shabu shabu or like Korean barbecue, and you just keep ordering plates before you finish because you think you'll still be hungry, and then you hit a point and you're like, oh no. And then you can't take it home. Yeah, you got to do it. But it's just, it's wild. But like all gifts, it was accepted by the office of the president on behalf of the nation. And then I would imagine, hopefully, that they gave it to his general, well, I think they passed it along to his General Services Administration because he can eat 300 pounds of lamb.
Yeah.
But it's like, was that like a fun day for everyone? Was everyone like, we got lamb from Argentina, like this is what's for dinner? Or was everyone like, I don't want it, you know?
Yeah, do we have like a huge barbecue? I would have come and taken some.
I know. Well, that's the thing. It's like, I feel like when something like this happens, the White House chef should like prepare it for everyone, and it should be like a morale thing. It's like, everybody lamb dinner on us tonight.
Yeah.
It's going to be amazing. We're opening some bottles of wine from the cellar. We still have a little bit of cheese left from
from Andrew Jackson.
From Andrew Jackson in the carpet. So we'll be
It's
scraping that out.
The carpet cheese.
Oh my God. It's the White House
gross.
cheddar. Actually, it's the White House unexpected cheddar because you didn't know we still had some.
Shout out to Trader Joe's.
Yeah, that's the best cheese at DJ's.
Yeah.
I know it.
Oh my God.
Is that? Is there something shaking on your table?
Yeah, I just like pushed off of it.
Oh,
Sorry.
You're like,
oh my God.
Oh my God.
My Lord. So yeah, those are some really disgusting gifts. Examples of disgusting gifts. Mm-hmm. And they're all food related, obviously. But some of the silliest ones are just so silly. Like, let's just go through them. So, for example, in 2008, the Dutch Prime Minister Jan-Peter Balkenende gave President George W. Bush a set of inline skates, complete with wrist guards, knee pads, and elbow pads.
He didn't need that.
What?
Fucking the Dutch Prime Minister's just like, yo,
yeah.
President Bush, like, we could go skating together. And then Bush is like, no.
No, man.
No, man.
No, Jan.
Jan, what are you thinking? But you know how like Dutch people are cool even as they get older? Like I used to work with a Dutch guy named Mark, and he was super cool. Like he dressed cool, and he had kids that were like teenagers and stuff, but he just always seemed like so young and cool. And I was like, I think it's because he's Dutch.
Yeah, when I was in Amsterdam, I just like everywhere I looked, like everybody was so fucking cool, like on their bikes and shit. Yeah. I have like an iconic photo I took of these two older men just dressed so impeccably with their cool ass bikes and like
leathers.
They were like in tweed, like perfectly tailored blazers and like nice hats and had nice like facial hair. They were just so fucking cool, and they were probably like 80 years old, and they're just like riding their bikes around. So cool.
So cool.
Bush got a lot of weird gifts.
Yeah.
Also.
He's mentioned a lot in here. Part of that is probably just because, like, it's more of the digital age and people were, like, keeping closer track of this shit. Mm-hmm. But so the president of Bulgaria gave him a puppy as a gift during an official visit. Official visit. It's an official visit. I don't know why I said it like that. And I just feel like gifting an animal is so rude.
It's crazy. It's an absolutely batshit thing to do.
It's like when you hear about those families where like the dad went and got the kids a puppy without consulting the other parent or whatever. It's like, no.
Absolutely not.
You do not get to come in and be the cool parent, okay? We're a family. This requires resources, taking care of it. Like, who's going to clean up after it?
At the very least, it requires a discussion.
Yes, at the very least. And then what's wild is a puppy is not even the most interesting animal-related gift. So his father, George Bush Sr., received in 1990 a Komodo dragon gifted by the president of Indonesia, which they didn't keep because they had a dog, Millie, and they didn't want the Komodo dragon to eat Millie.
That's fair.
It's fair. That would be just upsetting.
Also, they're like poison. They're like poisonous too.
They're poisonous, and and so they gifted it to the Cincinnati Zoo. And fun fact, Naga, that was the Komodo dragon's name, he sired 32 offspring and died eventually of an abdominal infection at the age of 24 in 2007.
Wow, he lived a long time.
Those are human years. He lived a long ass time. And during his stay in Cincinnati, Naga was a star attraction, drawing about 1 million visitors each year.
That's so cool.
Yeah, he was like he ended up being a fun gift that was like put out into the world so people could enjoy.
And that's really nice of Bush Sr. to have like given it to the Cincinnati Zoo so that they have like this cool attraction. I don't know.
Yeah, it's cool.
That's cool. That's really cool.
Yeah. And then I think the another fun animal one is this is just quick, but the president of Mexico gave Reagan a huge white horse.
Here's another animal related one. Mm-hmm. President Kennedy also got a dog, but this was kind of a shady gift. So during the Cold War, he and Nikita Khrushchev had kind of like a dece relationship. Mm-hmm. They like would write back and forth to each other, and they would exchange gifts every now and then. But this one time, there was a little bit of passive aggressiveness sometimes, and this one time, Khrushchev in 1961 gifted Kennedy a really cute dog named Pushinka. And that seems really cute and nice, but if not a little bit weird to receive a whole ass dog.
Yeah.
But Pushinka was the offspring of a dog the Soviets had successfully sent into space, which had placed them above and ahead of America in the space race. So he was like, here's a dog. Oh, by the way, its dad's already been to space. It's just so cute, isn't it? And Kennedy was like, fuck you. And then he like,
what am I supposed to do with this fucking dog?
But he kept the dog, and like it was in his family for years, and it had puppies, and like lived in Cape Cod. So it was fine.
Honey, get in here. Pushinka's having puppies. I love Pushinka.
Well, I don't know if this helped with the space race at all, but by the end of the 1960s, we had put a man on the moon. So Kennedy did that. He might have been pushed over the edge by this dog that was a daily reminder of
his failings as a world leader. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh my God. That's so fun. I love that.
I love it
the
too. The petty
I
one.
love the shade of it. Yeah. Also, so but this is why I think a lot of it is like big dick swinging. It's like, what are we going to give them that's like gonna just have like a little bit of a zing to it, you know?
Yeah.
Or it makes us look really rich. Like Saudi Arabia gives just like, here's a Rolls Royce, here's this like Fabergé egg, here, you know, it's like what are all the richest things we could give, which is flexing in a different way.
Totally. Spit everywhere.
This is the last like animal related gift, I think, but it's not necessarily an animal, and maybe it's more practical. But Obama was given a gift of crocodile insurance by the Chief Minister of Australia's Northern Territory when he and his family visited Australia. And it was actually a gift for the whole family. Every member of the Obama family was insured in the event that any of them were attacked by an alligator or a crocodile. Oh, crocodile, yeah. Any of them were attacked by a crocodile, then they would be paid $51,000 in the event of that happening. So,
like, I don't know that I want to set foot in your country, Australia.
Yeah. Also, it's like I've seen 2020 too many times for you to like show up greeting me when I get off the plane and you're like
2020 the show that
2020 the show 60 Minutes prime time whatever all the shows
Dateline
Dateline there is an insurance policy taken out and something goes awry and someone collects that money. And it's like, you're coming to me at the airport being like, we got you a gift as insurance in case you get attacked by a crocodile. And then it's like, what's going to happen on this trip? You bet your ass you're probably going to get attacked by a crocodile or it's going to come close. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Not reassuring, guys.
No.
Obama also got a surfboard, not in the same trip or anything. he got a surfboard from the prime minister, I think, at one point.
Cute.
During yeah, I think that's really cute.
Yeah.
Now here's another category of gifts.
Yeah.
This is the last minute / white elephant gifts.
This is my favorite category.
It's so good.
It's so random and stupid.
I love it. I love it so much. It's like, did they just forget they were going to the White House, or what happened here? I don't get them.
No, some of these gifts are so clearly last minute. It's like not even remembering. Okay, some of these are like, okay, they didn't even remember to grab something at Hudson News, maybe. Some of these are like the limo that the person from another country is in is pulling up to the White House, and they're going, fuck, we didn't get anything.
And they run in, there's this little cute gift shop near the White House called Chocolate Mousse. And they ran into Chocolate Mousse. If anybody from DC knows what I'm talking about.
Oh my God.
They ran into Chocolate Mousse and grabbed a gift for real. Yeah.
Or some of these are so bad that, okay, some of these are so bad that it's like, did you even, like, they were beyond that. They're like, shit, we already passed Chocolate Mousse. We're entering the grounds. We're pulling up to the door. This is what I'm talking about. JFK received a carved peach pit. Like it had a design on it.
They're like looking around the limo for something to give him. They're like, oh, fuck.
The driver's eating a peach in the front seat. And they're like, I need that. Yeah. And then pull out a Swiss Army knife. And then fucking Rutherford B. Hayes received a carved lemon. They could have found, there's probably lemon trees on the property. They're like, pull over. And they just like lean out the car and grab a lemon.
They're like, here, we made this.
Exactly.
And he's like, I just got this Resolute desk from Queen Victoria, and you're giving me a fucking lemon with like, hi, like carved into it. And I guess it's still like on display, and like, I don't know if it's in the National Archives or what, but it's still somewhere. And
the lemon?
Yeah.
Oh my God. And probably the peach pit. Well, because I don't think we said this, but if like the gifts go into the whatever it's called,
the archives,
and then once a president gets their own library dedicated to them, like all presidents do,
they can transfer them there.
Yeah, so like more of their crap can go to there and be on display.
They're
and
like
not taking up space.
It's like when you go home to visit after you've been moved out for like 10 years and you're like an adult now, and you like go home for the holidays, and your mom's like, I have a bag of stuff in the closet in your room upstairs that I've turned into my crafts den. Do you want to take it? And it's like your old drill team uniform, and like you're just like, no, Mom. But like, that's what it's like. Then the archives is like saying that. They're like, can you just like get this shit out of the closet? I need more room for my wrapping paper.
Except you go in and it's all your brother's stuff. You're like, this isn't even my stuff. And she's like, oh, I must have gotten rid of it. And you're like, oh.
Yeah, or it's like all your old homework from like 6th grade, and you're like, I don't burn it. I don't care.
Pete's mom and dad a couple of years ago sent us boxes of Pete's 2nd grade, 3rd grade. I'm like, it's so fucking dusty. I'm like, just throw it away. Like, finally Pete was like, stop sending this to us. Just throw it away. I don't need it. But it's like, what do you do with that stuff? You know, some of it's fine. It's like, oh, you find a cute drawing or whatever.
Yeah.
But
oh my God.
Well, okay. There is one thing along the lines of a carving that did require a little bit more thought and prep work into this, but is still and that is someone carved Nixon's face onto not 1 but 2 grains of rice. Him as a child, and then him as an however old he was at the time. And it's like, okay, well, no, they maybe didn't carve it. Maybe they stopped by like a mall kiosk or something.
Oh, yeah. And you have to use like a magnifying glass to look at it.
They gave him a magnifying glass with it. They're like, here's the first part of your gift. And they hand him a magnifying glass, and he goes, huh? And then they hand him 2 fucking grains of rice. He goes, no, what? These are just 2 grains of rice. And they go, shit, where did I put the ones
he
I carved your face onto?
He sneezes. He's like, so what am I supposed to be looking at here?
Yeah. Achoo.
Yeah. This, like, I don't know why this reminds me of the fact that Roger Stone has a Nixon tattoo on his back, and it's just awful.
Oh, God.
Yeah. I think
I knew that.
It's the only place a picture of Nixon should be is, like, on a grain of rice, so nobody actually has to look at it.
Yeah.
So here's another kind of last minute. This is like a white elephant gift for sure. President Obama was once gifted 12 scented votive candles and a tea infuser in the shape of a penguin. And no, this gift was not from your Aunt Mary or your work colleague Brad. This was a gift from the country of Brunei, which is a extremely fucking wealthy country, first of all. It's a whole ass country that went to Marshall's and was like, what's our budget? $30? Okay, cool, I'm on it. And they just like grabbed whatever was on the shelf.
Yeah, that's why they're wealthy, because they're a Maxinista.
They're a Maxinista.
Yeah. They're like, we're not buying him a fucking Bentley. No.
So Brunei.
We're re-gifting these candles.
Yeah, Brunei is like a tiny Asian country. Mm-hmm. It's roughly the size of Delaware, but it's the 5th richest nation in the world.
Oh my God.
And they gave Obama this fucking gift. But that's rude as fuck, but that's not even the rudest gift that Brunei's ever given. Oh. They once gave, okay, this is like the top of everything. I love it so much. Okay. They once gave George W. Bush a worst case scenario survival handbook and a vocabulary building game and that all came from the Sultan of Brunei. So like, it was like they went to Barnes and Noble and like grabbed the like whatever like shits in the end cap of a aisle and like checked out real quick. And I'm fucking telling you, they're either the shadiest bitches in the game or they are literally just buying gifts at the last minute at the airport newsstand because...
Oh my God. Yes. I think... it has to be. Or maybe both. It's like, no, we are shady as hell, so we're going to wait until we get to Hudson News, and then we will buy a gift. Whatever they have there, that's what they're getting.
Or maybe that Sultan is just like super funny and just like...
Maybe.
He's like, haha, I got you a worst case scenario survival handbook. Haha, George.
I'm surprised they didn't gift him an I Heart DC t-shirt or something.
Yeah.
But also, these are all for sure gifts in like, they just have a gift closet in Brunei at their like headquarters, palace, I don't know what the office is. And it's just like anybody who ever receives any sort of gift on the premises, it goes into that closet. It's like for you, these are just gifts from like their coworkers, but they're like, put it in the closet. We're going to give that to a foreign dignitary.
It's the re-gift closet for sure. Or it's just like all stocking stuffers.
Yeah. Oh, I love it.
There's like a candy cane of M&Ms in there. Like it's just like random shit, you know.
A chocolate orange.
Some Ferrero Rocher.
Oh yeah. Ferrero Rocher. Oh my God. There's a toothbrush, but it's like from someone's dentist.
Yeah.
But it's like wrapped, you know?
Yeah, and it has like the name printed on it. Yeah. It's like a hot chocolate kit.
Like one that's like on a spoon that someone made.
And it's just the Sultan of Brunei, like, hey, but actually they have given some baller gifts. I think they gave like Michelle Obama some like, and Sasha and Malia, I think they gave them like really, really nice jewelry at some point. Yeah.
I hope they got to keep it. Or I hope they like bought it back or whatever.
I think it was like so insanely like lavish that it was like, it was like upwards of $80,000.
What? Yeah. How was that accepted? Because you can't be rude.
And they're like, okay.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. So that's all that I got. There's obviously like tons of other crazy gifts, but these are, I think, the ones that really stood out to me.
Yeah.
And I love it. I love this topic so much. It was so much fun to read about this shit. I love it.
Yeah. It was fun, dumb, easy, cheesy.
Read it. Yeah. White House cheesy. Read about that shit, you guys. It's so funny. Oh my God.
So funny. Oh my God.
What a fun time. Yeah.
Well, follow us on social medias.
Yeah. Everywhere at DTFU Podcast on all the platforms. And let's see, what else? Send us your Sinterklaas poems if you have one. Brewing in your brain. Send it over whenever. And what else? Go to our website, dtfupodcast.com. Shoot us a note about anything. If you have a story, if you want to say, hey, what's up? Shoot us a note.
We've been getting some email, like randomly just getting emails lately. It's so nice. It's fun.
Yeah, it's so much fun. Yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah. All right.
All right, dude. Hey, listen, guys. I hope you got some good gift ideas for the holidays.
For the gift exchange.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm gonna give someone cheese.
Oh, for sure, absolutely. And yeah, thank you for listening. And hey, be excellent to yourselves
And each other.
Bye bye.